Hello and welcome back to Hytale. We are here again today to work on the base, maybe. Last episode we got this farm put in then in between episodes, I just kind of did some blocking out of shapes for how I want the wall down here to look. And then I thought maybe it would look good if we put in a hard direction change there. So then we get like a wall here. Slowly but surely, I'm just trying to put concepts down in blocks so I can kind of see it and visualize it better. I'm still not sure if this is what I'm going to go with for like this area over here, but it's a good step. If I could like curve all this out, that might look nice, because I want to put a staircase up this way so that over here I can flatten all this out and have like I was saying last episode, a forge. I want to put in like a tank that I can fill with lava. Just in case, because then you have it. What if I need lava? I want to be able to just have it. Because then you have it. Over here, flatten this out over here. It's kind of a cave under there still, but I'm thinking I might like the same way it does it on the other side. I might follow the path along the outside of the walls here, and then it will connect up to a staircase that goes up there, or like a plaza that goes down here. Something like that, I'm thinking. But that's all in the future, because today I have a very different objective. So I am growing increasingly tired of looking at my house and seeing it be unfinished. I think, what we've got going on so far looks good, but there is a lot of work left to do, and I would be really happy to get some of that done. Like, I think all of this I want to rip out. The problem with wanting to work on my house, though, is that the blocks that I want to build out of, I don't really have enough of them. So today, we're going to start by going on a little resource gathering mission. And before we do that, there are a couple things that I want to craft to just prepare to take with us. The most important being more teleporters. There we go. We got 2 more teleporters crafted up, because I'm planning on venturing out. I'm pretty sure the last clay that I found was down in the south in like the desert biome. So I want to bring a teleporter down there, so that way we have easy access from our base. I also should probably craft another shovel. I'm good on pickaxes and axes. Weapons okay. Hoe I won't really need. Repair kits. I should bring a couple more repair kits. Can I make 10 more? That'd be perfect. I would also love to start putting some decorations down around the base, but I think I'd like to get a little bit more infrastructure done, and then I'll just have one episode where I go around decorating a bunch of stuff and like try to make a really big difference in the feel of the base in one episode. I'm gonna drop off some of my farming tools because I won't need them. That I'll bring. Backpack, I've got food. I can go in there. Okay, I think I'm good to just head out. Actually, I'm gonna bring carrots too, because if I see a horse, maybe I can tame it. And I'm pretty sure they like carrots. But yes, the plan today is to get the blocks to build the next layer of this house, and then hopefully build the next layer of the house. And then I'd like to do a little bit more decorating on the towers, but I may not get time for that today. Unfortunately, I think I do have a little bit of running to do before I make it to the desert. I'm just going to cut to when I'm at the desert. So, see you guys there. Oh, hold up. I found a horse. This will save a ton of time. Yeah, just like that. They love me now. Okay, see you in the desert. Okay, well, we're not quite at the desert, but we have made it to the Badlands. So I'm going to keep my eye open for any clay deposits that I might see. Like, is that it here? Or is that just dirt? Clay! Yeah, look at that. Let's bust out that new shovel. New shovel? Where'd you go? I guess we won't use the shovel. I mean, the pickaxe is pretty fast. I was just hoping to save the durability. Yeah, why don't I just set my portal up and go grab the shovel right now? It's not that big of an inconvenience to just do that. In fact, it's not an inconvenience at all. I also still think I want to move my portal to be a little more accessible. I'm not sure where that means I'm going to put it. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it did end up in here. Shovel, you're coming with me. The hoe, you gotta stay. Oh yeah, and then I also did plant a bunch of sunflowers out here. It looks like most of them are grown. Yeah. Why don't I harvest these really quick first? It won't take a super long time. Okay, I have 4 plots of 24, 80 plus 16, 96. Oh, there's 120. And of course, I need that hoe that I just dropped off. Also, I just want to see if you guys are paying attention. Did anybody notice what I changed with my shack here? This little thing? I changed that a couple episodes ago, but I forgot to mention it. So if you noticed, let me know in the comments down below. I want to see who's paying attention. Okay, sunflowers replanted. I'm not going to worry about the rest of it right now. I want to get exploring. But the sunflowers, I'm going to need petals, so I might as well stay on top of that. Taking the carrots. Leaving that. Okay, back we go. And we're back, just like that. And now we got a shovel, and we can hopefully excavate this entire clay deposit. I want to leave with, like, a few hundred. We're getting a lot of this sandstone rubble, too, just because it's stacked up here. So it'll be interesting to see the kind of blocks I can make with that. Sandstone gravel, maybe? Or sand? Oh, another thing I'm curious about, if you're watching this video, do you have and play Hytale? Or are you watching and like waiting for it to come out of early access? Because I usually don't buy games until they come out of early access. But I don't know, Hytale got me really hyped. And I wanted to see what it was about. So if you haven't got it yet, is there a reason why? Or do you prefer to wait until games are out of early access? Because I usually prefer to wait. I know I really want to get Timberborn is another game I'm looking at maybe starting a Let's Play of, but I want to wait until it comes out of early access. At this point, it's like almost there. I think it's just a month or so away. But is that something that you'd be interested in watching? Is content from different games that I enjoy? Since I'm still pretty new, I've been like kind of sticking to Hytale. Trying to like get my bearings with content creation and making thumbnails and, you know, just commentating the whole time while I'm playing, that kind of thing. And so far, I've been really enjoying it. Honestly, a lot more than I thought I was going to. So hopefully you guys are liking the videos too. I'm hoping that, you know, the more I do it, the more entertaining I become and my videos aren't boring or anything. That might just be a fear I'm going to have to live with. We're making good progress on this clay deposit. I've got a good chunk taken out of here already. What are we looking at? 326. Okay. Not quite the target I want to be at yet, so I'm just going to keep mining away. Okay, I've been kind of zoned out digging the clay deposit out here for a while. I've got 600 clay. Wow, 600 exactly, it looks like. I think that'll be enough for what I'm planning on doing right now. And I think I just want to head home. I definitely do want to be adventuring past the desert at some point. There's a big ocean there. I wonder what's on the other side. Maybe more volcanoes? I wonder if the whole like starter island is surrounded by volcanoes. Anyways, horse, can you go through? It looked like you wanted to. Maybe I can lure him through like I did with the sheep. Come on. Yeah, there he goes. Horse? Maybe not? Where did he go? Maybe he went back through? What the heck? Where did my horse go? Also, how does that only drop medium hide? I need heavy hide. Well, I guess the teleporter eats horses. So careful if you're going to send your horse through the teleporter. Maybe he just went somewhere else. I don't know. Okay, next step. I believe I'm going to need a lot of charcoal to make different colored petals. I have 100, but I also need to make white petals, which need cotton. Let's make 40 of those and 20 of those, which should let me make the gray clay. I just want to double check this is what I want. Gray clay, smooth, and hardwood. Gray clay, smooth. 20. I also want to see if I can put that in here. Oh yeah, clay bricks, clay stairs and walls. Neat. What does it look like on its own? And does it break into clay blocks? Honestly, this looks kind of nice on its own. So I'm thinking maybe not all of it needs to be turned into this trestle. But let's do all of it for now. 40 wooden crossed trestle. Whoa. Yeah, this is going to look nice. Unfortunately, I don't think 40 is going to be enough to put a new floor on this house. So it looks like I'm going to have to keep collecting material for a while. Definitely good in the clay department. Why don't I keep all this rubble downstairs? You know what? I'm going to keep it all in a special chest to try to be a little bit more organized. This one looks kind of deserty. There's 2 of them. That can be for desert stuff. Leather can get... Oh, yes, processed. That's why it doesn't stack, because it's got to get processed. Okay. So we're not lacking the clay. Next would be the petals then. Right? Yeah, missing yellow petals. So let's go grab all those sunflowers. All those 12 sunflowers. How do I turn these into petals? Don't go in there. Do I just craft them? Nope, I don't see yellow petals. Maybe I have to place them and break them. Or maybe I can put them in the salvager's workbench. No. Maybe it is like a place and break. That turned into 1. That turns into sunflower. And if that's the case, this is going to be a long farming process. That got me 16 more. Ooh, this could take a little while. I did plant a lot of sunflowers, anticipating needing a lot of them. But I'm going to need like a lot of them. I'm also going to need more cotton, so why don't I harvest this? I still haven't figured out how to not break my lanterns when I'm harvesting the crops. I'm trying to just be careful about it, but I still break them sometimes. Moving it up on a post didn't really change that much, it seemed. 10, 24. I am trying to craft eternal seeds when I can. It's just a pretty slow process. Each harvest usually only gets me like 1 eternal seed, if that even. Ooh, I could put a fence in there. Or a fence gate, I mean. Do I have any of those? Okay, crafted up a gate. This is just a small addition, but it'll help. Yeah, that's nicer. I'm gonna wait until all these are done. Maybe I'll just sleep through the night. Oh, I also had an idea for the guard towers. Why don't I try that out while the crops grow? Okay, my idea for the guard towers is to use some of this. The horizontal rope. I wonder if it's going to make those bridges look like they belong a little better. Can't put that on that side of that block. Okay. If I put that there, this is really weird to place. I think I need like a block here. Your head on it. I was thinking of doing 1 on each. It does make it a little more tricky to get through there, but I bet it looks good. So let's just do it on this side too. And then if it doesn't look good, we'll just get rid of it. I think this is going to look nice. Oh, and I guess it lets you get up here anyways. Or as well. Do we have a quick way down? Not without dying. Oh, wait. Yes, we do. What is going on here? Okay, let's go take a nap. Oh, my poor house. Ow. I just want to get this hole in the roof patched up before I... That? Yes? Yes. But not like that. That's okay. Ow. Also, I do want to say, if you hear a bunch of chirping in the background, I'm really sorry about that. My pet birds do not like to be in the other room. So they're kind of going crazy chirping. I was hoping that they would have settled down by now, but I guess not. Also, those ropes, yeah. Yeah. I like that a lot. And realistically, I'm not going to be jumping across around up there very much. So I think making it a little more inconvenient to jump across is totally worth it for how awesome that rope looks. Now let's check out our sunflowers. They done? Yeah, buddy. So yeah, I can kind of like circle around the crops and harvest them like this. And it's still pretty quick. I just have to be a little mindful of where I'm hitting. Because I don't want to have to replant lanterns every time. Okay, let's go make 96 more sunflower seeds. Or until we get 96. We have 24. And then we have 60 flowers left over. That's not a bad haul. 60 yellow flowers will turn into 30 white and 30 black dye, which will turn into 30 clay, which will turn into 60 of the trestles. Or trestles. I wish there was an easier way to convert these into petals, though. Surely there's gotta be, right? Am I missing something? Can I, like, put them in the furnace and cook them into petals? Nope. Maybe at the farmer's workbench. Oh, I should have checked. Doesn't look like it. These might be cool for decorations. Hay bales. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can just craft these into petals, so I'm gonna have to place them down and break them into petals. Which is annoying, but that's fine, I guess. At least I can do this with my bare hands and I don't have to break, like, tool durability. Almost done, and there we go. Okay, now let's go make the proper colors. 30 and 30. Oh, wait. Right, now I need 30 more of these. That eats a lot of cotton. Wow. Then clay. And then the trestle. Okay, we've got over 100 now. So I'm thinking maybe I will, like, mix it in with hardwood. Let's actually get up here and start placing some blocks. I guess first I should rip out all this roof that's gonna go. So I kind of want the blocks to overhang a little bit. I wonder if that is not enough. No, I think that'll be okay if I, like, round it off, and then I can put, like, maybe a ledge or a patio there. Or maybe some more roofs. Oh, I don't have any blocks to replace that. Oh, they're right here. Wait, this doesn't... Oh, because I need to rip those out? Yes. This has got to get removed. Definitely a little weird on the corner there. Maybe the corners then should be the hardwood. I'll start with this one. Like, maybe even rip it out back to here. Like this. Diagonal. Cross it over. But this will probably go up like 4 total. Well, actually, this one's gonna become hardwood, right? No, wrong. Because if I picture out like this, right? Is that what I did over there? No, the diagonal is right next to this log. Yes, just like this. That'll go there. And perhaps even a different type of wood might look good. Pick up these blocks because they're expensive. And let's get a better look at this. Would it look better if it was one block further out? Can you make slabs out of these guys? Oh, I can't get up from here anymore. I want to see what it looks like, so I guess I'm ripping all this out. I'll just double up that for now so I can get an idea. How does that look? Yeah, that looks a lot better. I like that a lot more. So now let's remove all of this. And as you can see, just from like the amount of blocks that I've needed to get like this bare bones amount done, this is probably going to end up taking a while. I want to get as much done this episode as I can and just make like upgrading my house the main focus. It's just waiting on petals to grow, I think. And then this is all going to get replaced with plank. And then I should also rethink how I'm doing this corner. I think some clever usage of half slabs would be good here. I've got a few, so let's try some stuff out. I think if I do... Ow. Okay, I'll jump up there first. If I put half slabs there, this can be plank. This is going to actually be logs, because the trestles are going to go out one block further. Means that's going to be the corner. 2 blocks like that. 1 block out here is going to be the trestle. And then half slabs on the side. Let's see how that looks. Oh, wrong block. Okay, I'm going to need more hardwood to finish this up. I know I've got some in the basement. Got to turn it into planks. And maybe I'll make more slabs too. Could actually go one further down still. Okay, I think that looks really nice. One thing I am going to want to do definitely though is put something on the bottom of these trestles so you don't see the wooden texture there. I think if I just put like a line of slabs down, then I can go along with roofs and put those on the outside. How would that look? Can I just put roof? I feel like roof directly under it's going to look weird. Yeah. I need like a block there. Put the roof on. Then I can remove it. Does that. And then I can go ahead and put this. That looks nice. I'm not sure if the roofs are necessary. I think it might look just as good without them, having those slabs there. Maybe even better. Maybe stairs. Maybe stairs would look really good there. Do I have some crafted? Yes, hardwood stairs. Or maybe, just maybe, a mix of stairs and slabs. Like here, I think could be a stair. Same with there. And then one in the middle. The rest can be slabs. Gonna have to figure out something to do with the corner here. Ow. I guess those should be full blocks. Like that. That corner hasn't been changed yet. It's gonna be like this. Maybe that. That looks nice. Yeah, definitely that. So this then becomes a stair like that. Okay, why don't I get this corner fixed and then as much of this trestle put in that I can. I'll prioritize the front facing wall. But then those sunflowers are looking pretty ready to harvest. Almost. That. Okay, now how did I do this over here? behind this goes 2 out, 1 over. These all get removed. Then these all get replaced. This is going to be trestle at least here, probably, yeah, to there. 1 block space trestle. 1 block space trestle. That'll go there. Go here. 1 behind that. We get 2 blocks out. And that's how we get our curve there. So this is 3 blocks tall, but it's only 2 on the inside. So I'd like to go maybe even 1 more after that. I don't really want resources to be the limiting factor of why I don't make something look better, because I can just go get more resources. Okay, let's see how this looks from the outside. Also, I'm going to have to rip out this ring. Turns out I don't need it. Okay, how are we looking? That looks pretty nice, I think. I like it. Oh, come on. Forgot a couple blocks here. No big deal. Wait, which blocks get replaced? Right. These 2. Because I want to put that on the bottom. That's looking good. Now, maybe let's get some windows in. If I know where I'm going to put the windows, then I can save on trestle blocks early, instead of having a surplus when I rip out the space for windows. So I will get an assortment of logs. See which windows are going to look best. Don't think I can craft with those. Dry log. I guess I'm starting there. The hardwood windows are, you know, plain normal windows. They look fine. These are kind of crude. They're called crude windows. I don't love them. These don't match the build. Those, mid. What about these? Do these make windows? Those don't make windows. Ancient windows, not what I'm looking for. Green windows? Don't exist. Where's the dark wood? I feel like the dark wood windows are gonna look good. But I've lost all my dark wood. Is it in here? Yes, it is. Oh, wait, these are the tavern windows, aren't they? What about cobblestone then? Dark wood. Yeah, tavern windows. I mean, these might look really good, to be honest. Cobblestone doesn't make windows. Yeah, let's try some of these guys. Oh, that was more than I anticipated. Yeah, I feel like 1 higher would look right. Well, you can't see through them, but they do look nice. And is there room for 1 in the middle? There is. Or potentially a little patio. Something like that. That might be too wide. And even just 1 block out might be enough. And then I'll find... Like, this is mostly about decoration than practicality. If it looks cool, it stays. Build all this up. Match to height. I'm definitely going to need an easier way up and down. Ow. I'm sick and tired of doing that. And what I'm thinking for that, actually, is like a big spiral staircase in the middle of the house. Because I'm not really using this space for anything. I can move my workbenches around. That clears up this area on this wall. Let's take a nap. I don't think it's time, actually. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, the big reveal. I gotta get rid of that first. Or at least put a door in. Dark wood. Door? Do I have something more balcony-ish? Seems maybe not. Maybe? I feel like the green is gonna clash. Cobblestone doesn't make door. Okay, well, the darkwood one seems like my best option. Wow, this looks nice. I think so, at least. I think this looks nice. I don't love having it on the trellis, but that's fine. No, it does need to be. So this can be 1 lower there. Yeah, that'll look better. and then this can just accommodate that. Okay, I'm gonna get the test from further away, the distance test, see if it looks good from way back here. And ooh, what are we thinking, guys? Yes, no? I think yes. I think that looks awesome. No clue what I'm gonna do above that. That's probably gonna end up being the top floor though. Maybe like a peaked roof and an attic? Let's grab these sunflowers. Yeah, they're all ready to go. Wait, this can still harvest if it's broken? Why would I ever repair this? That must be a bug. Is it like... No, it's still getting all the drops, it seems. It's not like missing half of them. 83 petals. Shouldn't that be 96? Wait, no. Oh, I see what happened. It didn't harvest those as flowers. It harvested them as petals because it's broken. Does that mean it would destroy these? No, okay. So it does need to be fixed to be working. Oopsies. How many of these can I make now? Only 26. Maybe I should put some sunflower seeds in like deep storage so I don't accidentally erase them all one day. Because that cut my supply pretty short. But I did get lots of petals, so that's cool. I even think this balcony looks really nice. I would love if I had a little bit more space on the balcony. But I think this is as good as it's going to get. And the railings are probably going to end up being like this kind of thing. Where I'll probably like... I don't know, actually. I don't like how those look on the side. I'm going to need more crafting benches up here. Okay, fences. We made fences. Which one looked good for balcony? Darkwood fences, I think. We are almost out of darkwood. But let's make some of these and just try it out. See how it feels. If I put them there, yeah, like that's way too close. If I put them here, can I then break the block underneath them? Yes, and then they awkwardly float. Slab underneath them, but then does this stick out too far? Also potentially that. Just have these be full blocks. I think on the edge like that looks good, but maybe these shouldn't be wood. Or that looks fine actually. I just have to change the supports a little bit so it makes sense. Like if I that and make that a full block, then it kind of carries through and I can put that wrong way again, like that. Actually, even just having that extra like brace there, that changes a lot. Now I can mirror that on this side, right at that block here. That become full blocks like that. Like that. One short, really. Okay, how does that look? I don't know if I love it. I think actually I don't like it very much. I don't like leaving these floating either. I do like how they look there. We need quarter slabs. I'm going to say this a lot, I think. We need quarter slabs. You gave us vertical slabs. I'm so happy about vertical slabs. Thank you, Hytale, for that. But we need quarter slabs so I can do stuff like that. And just have like a line across at the top that doesn't extend all the way out. And they need to be like vertical quarter slabs. So you can have like a quarter of a block this way. And then a quarter of a block this way. And it would be great if we could even just get like the 8th chunk. But that might be asking too much. If we could cut this in half and just rotate it so it goes there, there, here, or here. And then there, here, or here. That's perfect. That gives us like a whole nother dimension to add buildings, because then we can smooth out curves and put corners in there and like in here. Dude, that would be so nice. Why don't you like the video so that the Hytale developers know that that's a goated idea and we need quarter slabs. What else can I put in there even? Maybe roofs? Maybe roofs now. Those are inside. These ones, those ones, I don't know. So many options. Which I love. I love having all these options. Don't take them away from me, please. That's not bad, actually. That? It's a little weird up here, but I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Like this. Yeah, I like that. And I think I am gonna want the darkwood roof on there, so I might as well make those now. I at least want to get this front face done. I know the episode runtime is probably running a little longer than I typically like to make them. Actually, that's another thing that I could really use some feedback from, or some feedback on. What is your preferred episode runtime? Because I feel like 20 minutes is a good sweet spot for like Let's Play style content. You get a little bit of progression, some good commentary, and it doesn't like drag on and become boring. But I know some people, myself included, enjoy watching longer streams too. Like I know there's some YouTubers out there who make hour-long Let's Play episodes, and just like a lot more happens in each one. And that's something that I'm definitely not opposed to doing. I've thought about restructuring my Let's Play so that instead of one 20-minute episode a day, we get like maybe 3 episodes a week, but then they're like 40 to an hour long and I have bigger projects. Cuz like I could have made this entire house construction to get the whole thing complete like one video, but then have it be like an hour long, or we get bite-sized segments where I make a little bit of progress. And then you guys get a chance to like chime in if you're following along. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. I think this is definitely moving in the right direction. I really love what's going on with this. These trestles they look so nice. They just add a nice texture to the build while still being so simple to make. Same with the roofs. Honestly, Hytale is like really nice for building. Very simple shapes that you can kind of smooth out with half slabs and roofs that like automatically join together. Nice looking blocks and windows. This is the dream come true. Anyways, I'll stop rambling and let you guys get on with your day. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit that like button and maybe hit the subscribe button if you want to stay tuned for how the rest of this house comes along, because I think it's going to look really good when it's done. Anyways, thank you guys again. Have a good day. Bye.